Hey friends. Hello YouTube. Hello Facebook. Let me get over here and share this out. Um, Happy Wednesday, guys. Hope your day is going well. Turn this down. No. Baby, you are not going to get me caught up in no copyright issues on today, sir. Pipe down. All right. I want to say hello to my parents and to my sister and to all of my family and friends who watch. Hey, y'all. Somebody's watching on YouTube, but I don't know who. But hey, whoever's watching. Okay, we're all shared out here. Let's get to Instagram. We have some nice stories going on today. All right. Infringement. All right. There we go. I don't like infringement. All right. So we are all shared out on all of our platforms. Hello to those watching on Facebook. I see two people over here. Hi, Ronita. We are getting started in just a couple of minutes. 3 minutes, I should say. Tonight, the Vatican is being sued for copyright infringement. A lady turns the tables on a guy who's, trying to ride the wave of copyright infringement. Disney is trying to claim ownership over Norse mythology. And Dame Dash is out here doing all types of nonsense. Those are the four main stories that we have for today. We're going to get into those. So if any of those topics interest you, grab yourself a cup of tea or some water or some wine. Maybe a snack. And come hang out with me for a few minutes. About 30 to 40 minutes. All right. Okay, so, let me set. Excuse me, guys. Ooh. I took myself a brief nap before I came on here. I've been finding that I've been taking naps in the late afternoon these days. It really helps me to reset for the evening. All right. So we're getting started in just a couple of minutes. At 8:05, I need you to share this out to your people. Okay, we're getting started in about 1 minute. All right. Y'all be liking to leave me hanging. You don't like my happy hour moment where, we come and congregate in the virtual vestibule, in the virtual foyer. You don't come for the coffee and donuts. It's cool. But we are getting started very shortly. And I'm excited. Okay. So tell your friends, bring them along. What else? Any fun plans for the weekend? I plan on relaxing. Ooh, ow. All right. So we are getting started in just a few seconds. Please remember to share this out to your friends at 8. All right, it's 8:05. So let's get started, okay? And of course, this thing wants to come up. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Wednesday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If this is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice and you're like, who's this lady on the internet? Why should I listen to her? I'm Natalie Pierre-Lewis. I'm the host of the show and I'm the owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help people like yourself get your business paperwork together. So things like making sure you have your articles of incorporation with the state, making sure you have your EIN numbers and DUNS numbers, getting contracts for clients and partners so you don't, get stuck holding the short end of the stick, basic brand protection strategies so people don't steal your business ideas, and hiring and training strategies so you don't get sued for discrimination. I help you do all of these things. If you're wondering, well, I'm qualified to help you do these things. I'm very happy that you asked. I am a licensed attorney. I have been one for 15 years and counting. I've started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of entrepreneurship, the law, education, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everyone as possible. Not everybody has the time, the money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school, but a lot of you have amazing business ideas. And if you're going to be successful, there are just some things that you need to know, right? So that's why I'm here. These things that I'm telling you that I help you with, you need them to be able to do things like establish business credit, get a business loan, get your products into big box stores, get a federal contract. So these are very important steps, all right? So if you are in the startup phase of your business, and you need some help, navigating these legal waters, or you've got a business idea and you don't know where to start, I want to help you. Connect with me today. You can do that by going to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. That is the only link in my bio on Instagram, and it's all over my page on Facebook at linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. You can book yourself a free 15-minute consultation if you are a first-time client at linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. You can also download the free Biz Launch cheat sheet that will help you choose and start your dream business in 7 days or less. Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm is also where you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hey, Nessie Time. Hi, that Brandon guy. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel and the podcast. So if you ever miss a live broadcast, or you come in a little bit late, you can rewatch at your leisure. And last but not least, Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm is where you can get your show merch, like these beautiful cups and t-shirts that Miss Nessie Time, who just came in, helped me bring to life. You can you can rep your set by, grabbing yourself some merch. Oh, and I forgot the other thing. Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm is also where you can grab my Protect Your Biz ebook bundle, where you can get my trademark toolkit ebook, my copyright ebook, and my patents ebook, so that you can learn how to protect your business ideas. Okay. So there's a lot going on at Linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. So I really encourage you to go over there and, poke around. All right. Now that we have gone through, my whole rigmarole, let's get to the reason why we are here. Just in case somebody's watching and they're like, what is going on here? So this is how the show works. I pull stories from the news, stories from blog sites, anywhere I find inspiration. I pull stories that have lessons that we can learn as business owners, and we talk about them. We lay out the facts and we talk about them. Okay. So this is a time for you to get involved. It's a time for you to ask questions and give comments. It's a time for you to, it's a chance for you to test out these concepts and see how your business aligns with that, okay? So don't be shy. As long as your comments and questions are respectful, they are welcome here. I will also be asking you some questions that I want you to answer in the box. I'll be asking you to give me some emojis. And as long as you are in a stationary position, meaning you are not driving, please, participate in the conversation. It's a lot more fun when we are all in it together, okay? Okay. So, that is my intro. So now we can, oh no, before we even get into our stories, So if you didn't know, at the top of the show, I usually do the NPL nuggets. The NPL nugget is a quick legal or business concept that I teach in a couple of minutes. The last couple of months, hey 76 Grimke, we have been focusing on intellectual property, meaning trademarks and copyrights. If you have missed any of our intellectual property NPL nuggets, make sure you pick up the Protect Your Biz ebook bundle. Okay, it's only $29.97, and you get my 3 ebooks, my trademark toolkit, my copyrights ebook, and my patents ebook, and you can catch up on all of the tips that we have talked about regarding trademarks and copyrights, as well get a head start on patents, which we're going to start next month. Okay, all right. Okay, so moving on to going to our first story. Is anybody here? Can anybody here tell me what is the name of the place where the Pope lives? Not the city, but the institution, the building. Can anybody tell me where the Pope lives? Who's the current Pope? I feel like the Pope has changed a lot in the last few years. Um, but yeah, can anybody tell me what is, yes, 76 Grimke, the Vatican, okay? The Vatican is a very interesting place. It is located inside Italy, but it's basically considered its own country. And of course, it's run by, God's right-hand man, the Pope. Um, yeah, yes. I'm not going to ask anybody about their religious affiliation, but do we all know who the Pope is? If you know who the Pope is, give me a thumbs up, okay? So why are we talking about the Pope and the Vatican? The Vatican is being sued, y'all. A street artist by the name of Alicia Babro is suing the Vatican for using her work without her permission. Again, Alicia Babro, she is a street artist. She made a painting, and basically her painting was a recreation of an old painting of Jesus by an artist called Heinrich Hoffman. So and then she put her own twist on it, and then she added the phrase, "Just use it." You remember? You don't remember his name? Okay, it's cool. And then she added the phrase, "Just use it," to this, street rendition of this portrait of Jesus, right? Um, the Vatican, I guess, ran across this mural or this painting that Alicia had done, which was, again, it was a reinterpretation of an earlier work by an artist called Heinrich Hoffman, and then Alicia put her own spin on it, and then added the phrase "just use it." The Vatican saw the photo, they took it and made it into a stamp, and one, they did not get Alicia's permission to use her work, and two, they did not credit her either. They only credited the original, the very first artist who made the painting in like the 15th century. Okay, so Alicia is suing the Vatican for copyright infringement, and she wants $160,000. Now, the Vatican, on their part, they tried to, settle this, and I guess they offered Miss Babro, a sit down with the Pope, and she was like, keep your little visit with the Pope and run me my ducats. So Alicia is pursuing her copyright infringement suit against the Vatican. Why did I pick this story to talk to you guys about? Because I want to reinforce the fact that that intellectual property laws do not care who you are. You can literally be the Pope. You can literally be the head of the Catholic Church. Intellectual property law does not care who you are. 76 Grimke said, "Give me my money." Yes. What's the Rihanna song? BBHMM. Better have my money. Okay. She said, "I don't need a visit from the Pope. I'm not trying to touch the hat. Run me the coin. Give me the green. Okay. So do you guys think that Alicia should have taken the sit down with the Pope, or do you think that she's right to pursue this $160,000? Should she have at least attempted to settle with the Vatican? Or is it, or do y'all say, run sister girl her money? What do you guys say? Because she was like, I'm not interested in sitting down with your little Pope. 76 Grimke said, nah. Right. Yeah, I think Alicia, she's doing the right thing. That was her work. The Vatican, listen, you're supposed to be God's representative on this earth, right? And God said in the Bible, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. That includes intellectual property law, Vatican, all right? You can't be out here stealing people's work. But yes, Alicia is suing the Vatican for $160,000 for not adhering to copyright laws. Copyright laws don't care who you are. All right? Okay. Y'all all said Alicia don't need to talk to the Pope. Don't talk to the Pope. Talk to Cash. Run me that cash. All right. Okay. Moving on. How many of you guys remember that song by Robin Thicke called Blurred Lines? This was also the song that got Robin Thicke sued by Marvin Gaye's estate, and he ended up having to fork over about 90% of the profits to that song. If you remember Blurred Lines, give me a B in the comments. Okay? If you remember Blurred Lines. In the Blurred Lines video, there is a model by the name of Emily Ratajkowski. Okay. Thank you for the B76 Grimke. And her being in that video kind of brought her a lot of popularity, right? She was getting more bookings and things like that. Miss Ratajkowski got a really cool form of revenge on somebody who was basically trying to, use the gray areas of copyright law, to their advantage. So, Emily's a model, so she does photo shoots. And she had done a photo shoot for Sports Illustrated, right? And she posted one of the photos from her Sports Illustrated shoot on her Instagram account. And I use this term in quotes, an artist by the name of Richard Prince basically took that picture of Emily. By the way, in this picture, Emily was nude. He took the picture, blew it up, and then put it on canvas and sold it as part of his art collection. And even got the picture into an art gallery. Okay, so can you imagine this? You take a picture of yourself and you think the picture is flat, and you're like, "Ooh, look at me, I look so good," right? And then 6 months later, you find out that some artist took one of the pictures from your Instagram, blew it up, put it on a canvas like a painting, and was selling portraits of you. That's what happened to Emily, right? So Emily was like, whoa, 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 whoa. No, this can't happen. So she was trying to get this painting back. And this wasn't the only one that this guy, Richard Prince, did. He did about 4 pictures of her, right? So she couldn't get him to take back the art. So she started trying to buy back the pieces. She bought one of the pieces back at $81,000. Can you imagine having to pay $81,000 for a picture of yourself? Right? So Emily buys back this photo. Richard Prince, meanwhile, he's on his merry way making money off of, reproducing people's IG posts. So Emily purchases this painting back, and then she remakes it into her own type of canvas and resells that for $175,000. She sold it as an NFT. I'm not exactly sure how NFTs work right now. I'm still trying to understand. 76 Green Gray said, I would be so upset. Yes, Emily was upset, but she got her revenge. She was like, yes, I did have to buy back my photo, but I made my money back and then some. She bought the painting the canvas for $81,000, and she was able to sell it for $175,000. So she almost made double her money. What? No, that's she made more. She made more than double her money back, right? So Emily, said basically turned it around on him. She said, you took this canvas and you made money, so I'm going to take this canvas and I'm going to rework it and I'm going to make money off you. And she made $175,000. So good for her. All right. All right. Before we move on to Hi Right Life, before we move on to our next story, I want to remind you guys that you are watching NPL Legal Dish. This is my Monday through Wednesday live broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. If you are in the startup phase of your business and you would like some help, getting through the paperwork because you don't understand it, you're like, I don't know where to find the articles of incorporation. How do I get a DUNS number? Where do I get my EIN number? I need a contract. How do I protect my ideas? I'm going to help you with those things, okay? Go to linktree/NPL consulting firm and book yourself a free consultation today, all right? Okay. Moving on to our next story. Have any of you guys been watching the new series on Disney Plus, Loki? If you've been watching Loki, give me an L in the comments. If you're a Marvel fan, you know that Loki is Thor's brother in the Marvel movies, and Disney Plus has given him his own series on their streaming service. You haven't been watching the 76 Grim Cat? It's good. I like it. I do not regret my investment. You can't afford Disney Plus. Disney Plus is $6.99. I did the package, the $12.99 package, because you get Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN for the price of your Netflix subscription. Okay. All right. But yes, so whether or not you're watching Disney Plus has recently released a series based on Loki from Marvel, right? And you guys know that whenever characters come out, there's always a lot of fan art that comes out, right? People make interpretations of their favorite characters and things like that. Here, and Loki is no different. You have people out here that are making Loki, merch, Loki keychains, things like that. And Disney is trying to, or isn't trying, but they are, basically taking down a lot of this fan art and fan merch. Here's the problem. While Loki is a character in Marvel, Loki was a Norse mythology character long before Marvel existed. If you go back into history, in early civilization, Loki is one of the Norse gods like Thor and Odin and things like that. So while yes, maybe you don't want people taking pictures of stills from the show and making that into merch, you can't really tell someone that they can't draw a picture of the Norse god Loki and put it on a t-shirt. You don't own mythology, right? So there's kind of getting to be this backlash against Disney because they're trying to basically commandeer the character of Loki when Loki existed long before Disney did, right? So this is a form of how sometimes people can abuse intellectual property. Disney can do this because Disney has a lot of money, right? The average person, if they get a takedown notice from Disney, they're not going to go through all of the trouble of trying to hire a lawyer to fight back. It's not worth it to them. So I think in this instance, Disney is kind of using their their money power to kind of just bully people around a little bit, because again, you don't own the legend of Loki. The legend of Loki existed before you did. The legend of Loki does not belong to you. But the current image of Loki within the Marvel universe, that is what you can protect, right? But if somebody draws an anime of Loki, that that is not an image that Disney can really go after. But I think because they have the money and the average person who gets the takedown notice isn't going to go hire an attorney, they're kind of getting away with it. But it's picking up steam. Okay. Hi, Dr. Frederick L. Gaines. All right. Okay. So Disney is being a little bit of a bully in the copyright area. I'm interested to see how this will turn out. I feel like if this information becomes more public, Disney will have to, try and spin this and, get some better PR for themselves. Okay. All right. Moving on to our next story. If you know who Damon Dash is, give me a DD in the comments. If you know who Damon Dash is, give me a DD in the comments. If you do not know who Damon Dash is, Damon Dash, hey Margaret, thank you, 76 Grimke. Damon Dash, he is one of the founding members of Rockefeller Records, which is, or does Jay-Z still own Rockefeller Records? Anyway, it was a record company founded by Dame Dash and Jay-Z. Okay, a long time ago, and it was the label on which Jay-Z released the famous album Reasonable Doubt. If you have listened to Reasonable Doubt, give me an R in the comments. If you have listened to Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt, give me an R in the comments, okay? Now, Dame Dash recently was trying to sell a copyright NFT of Reasonable Dash on an online auction, okay? Here's the problem. Damon Dash doesn't own the full copyrights to the Reasonable Doubt album. Therefore, he cannot sell the rights to the album. You cannot sell rights to something you don't have. Okay. Dame Dash, while yes, he did found Rockefeller Records, he does not have full control over copyrights and distribution and how, and how rights are assigned. So Dame Dash was essentially trying to sell the copyrights to an album that he didn't have the rights to, and Rockefeller put the kibosh on that. Rockefeller owns 1/3 of the shares of the Reasonable Doubt project, and they went to the auction place and they were like, "Yo, you gotta you have to turn this down. This is essentially theft. Dame Dash is trying to sell something he has no right to." When you have a copyright, when you have a legal copyright, you can assign it to whoever you want, meaning you can give someone the right to use it or sell the right to someone. But if you do not have full license, if you don't have full legal copyright to something, you cannot sell it. I don't know what Dame Dash's problem is. He's always getting into trouble business-wise, trying to do something shady. This is no exception. And Rockefeller caught him in time. But this is just a reminder that you cannot sell the rights to something you do not have. It's like me trying to sell somebody a house that I don't have, that my name is not on the deed to. I can't do it, right? So yes, pray for Damon Dash. I don't know what he's going through. All right. And we're gonna finish early tonight. That's cool. We'll go into Q&A. And our last story of the evening. This is an update. 76 Grim K is laughing. Listen, we know, we have heard Dame Dash, he pops up every few years and some things going on. I be worried about him. He needs a prayer circle. All right. Moving on to our last story of the evening. This is an update. How many of you guys remember when I've been talking about Banksy, the artist, who lost his intellectual property rights? He's a famous artist, but nobody knows who he or she is, and never bothered protecting their artwork with copyright things, right? If you remember the Banksy story, give me a B. Well, I just wanted to give you guys an update that when it rains, it pours for Banksy. See, Banksy a long time ago basically said that intellectual property was for losers. And now it's come full circle and it's coming to bite him in the butt. Banksy lost his copyrights to one of his most famous works, the Flower Bomb, and it's actually snowballed to where he's lost the rights to 4 more of his iconic works, and he's about to lose more because the court, mind you, this is happening over in the UK. The UK court is basically saying, Banksy, we don't even know who you are, so we don't even know if you have the right to this intellectual property. So until you show up here, show us your face and let us know that you're a real person, we are stripping your rights away. So Banksy is losing his intellectual property rights, any inherent rights that he had to his artwork. He is losing because he did not do his due diligence in protecting his work, and because he was basically, thumbing his nose at the law and sticking his tongue out, now it's come back to bite him in the butt. And Banksy is losing the rights to a lot of his work. So this is just, a word to the wise. Intellectual property is not a joke. It's not a game. You don't want to be caught out here having to, having to change your whole marketing scheme, or losing rights to your work, or, someone stealing your hard work because you didn't bother to, take the time to protect your precious ideas, your valuable ideas. It's really important that you protect your work, guys. There are people out here waiting to steal from you, okay? I was just on Facebook today, and there was some woman in a Facebook group complaining about her Etsy store being shut down because of her designer inspired items. They weren't designer inspired. You were selling knockoff designer goods, and that can cost you. They shut down her whole Etsy store, and now she has to find a whole new platform. Okay, so intellectual property, it is not a game. Okay, all right. Okay, so yeah, those were the stories that I had for you today. We are finishing a little bit early, but that's okay. We can actually do Q&A if you want to. If you guys have questions about trademarks, copyrights, about business formation in general, if you can get your questions in the next couple of minutes, I will be here to answer them. If you've got questions about business entities, contracts, EIN numbers, DUNS numbers, brand protection, trademarks, copyrights, all that, now's your time to ask. Make sure that you are booking your one-on-one sessions. Go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm and click the book one-on-one sessions button. If you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, what are you doing with your life? Go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. Do that right now. We will be back on Monday with more stories. If you find anything that you want me to talk about, please, please, please send them to my inbox. Hello, Leaks Dope. Make sure that you send them to my inbox. Also, make sure that you You want to ask about copywriting a card game? Okay, Right Life, I would encourage you to book a 15-minute consultation, because I'm going to have to ask you specific questions, and we don't want that, out here. You want to protect your ideas. If you're going to ask questions on here, please try to make them general, so that people are not here stealing your stuff. All right. So if we have general questions, now's the time to ask. If you don't have general questions, we can close right here. We will be back. You missed all the stories messing around with you. You didn't miss anything. You need quality time with the granddaughter is always priority. Okay, you can watch this later. Yes, but this is where I'm going to leave you. We'll be back on Monday at 8 p.m. Brown Sugar, you coming right as we're about to close, girl. Oh wait, did I not pin the title? Wow. Okay. Yeah. But this is where I'm gonna leave you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. I will see you on Monday. Take care of yourselves and have a bye.